thanks for joining us tonight. I became involved with Exponents through my long friendship with co-founder and chief clinical officer, Howard Josepher. Howard pioneered the development and implementation of therapeutic community and harm reduction programs, and he has walked the walk, having overcome his own addiction many years ago. His life is a tribute to the effectiveness of Exponents' work and its impact for thousands of New Yorkers, assisting them in navigating their recovery and other challenges through Exponents' client-driven treatment model. I became board chair as co-founder Joe Turner was elected the new CEO. We've been working closely together to foster Exponents' vision and to continue the incredible work that Joe and Howard started over 30 years ago. Exponents' work matters to me not only for what they do and the results they achieve, but for how they do it, without judgment and meeting people where they are. And now, more than ever, Exponents is essential to the well-being of New York City. During this unprecedented time, there has never been a greater need for places like Exponents. Even in light of the unsettling state of the world since the pandemic began, it's been a time of resilience, not just the resilience of Exponents' uninterrupted work with the community, but philanthropic resilience as well. Giving trends show that donors have been more generous than before through this increased time of need. I invite you all to do your part for Exponents and support our fundraiser tonight. Thank you again for joining us for this very special evening. We have a wonderful event planned and we hope you enjoy it.
I am Joe Turner, co-founder and president and CEO of Exponents. And George, thank you so much for that gracious introduction. But I want to introduce all of my partners in moving this good work further ahead. And that is the board of directors and the staff of Exponents. I'm talking about a staff that suits up and shows up every day, on good days and on bad days. COVID, no COVID, lockdown, no lockdown. They show up because each one of them has embodied the mission of this agency. And that is to provide a compassionate, non-judgmental alliance with everybody who comes here for services. So to the board and staff, I'm humbled to serve. And a special acknowledgement to my two running buddies, and that is Samantha Lopez, our Executive Vice President and Chief Operating Officer, and Regina Edwards, our Executive Vice President and Chief Financial Officer. And also a special shout out to Alexandra Spinks, our Development Coordinator, who with Regina worked day and night to make this evening a reality. And believe me, they've made it a success. So what do you think? It's our third annual benefit, our first online remote virtual benefit. Yes, we're socially distant, but we're spiritually connected. See, for the past 30 years, Exponents has met obstacles and adversity, from funding reductions to 9/11 to COVID. And through all of that, we've taken a licking, but we kept on ticking. Our resilience has turned stumbling blocks into stepping stones, adversity into advantage. And with every challenge, guess what? Exponents is still standing strong, thanks to many of you. We're a community-based agency that provides harm reduction services. In other words, what we do here is that we create the space to empower our participants to identify their own priorities, their own risks, and the tools associated to reduce the harms associated with drug use. But we realize that at Exponents, while we are indeed a harm reduction agency hoping to reduce the harms that drugs inflict on an individual, we must also reduce the harm that society inflicts on individuals that make them more vulnerable to problematic drug use. So let's get this party started. All of you are looking good in your gowns and your tuxedos. Well, at least the top half. Don't stand up. But please, let's have fun. Let's dig deep in our pockets and be sure to log on to the Zoom after party immediately following the benefit. And thank you. And now I'd like to introduce this young man who's coming right behind me is Donald Powell. our Senior Director of Programs and Development, who will be the MC for the evening. Donald, take it away.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us tonight for Exponents' third annual Benefit Heroes of Health. My name is Donald Powell, and as Joe said, I have the privilege of being the Senior Director of Programs Development here at Exponents, and I will be your MC for this evening. The auction is open for bidding on the landing page below. Bidders can access the chat function through the blue button on the bottom left on your screens. We have some great items and package experiences, so get your bid on and support Exponents tonight. We are pleased to be hosting our fundraiser on World Health Day, which marks the founding of the World Health Organization. This year, the WHO's campaign for World Health Day is to build a fairer, healthier world. COVID-19 has highlighted that our world is an unequal one, where some people are able to live healthier lives and have better access to health services than some others. The impact of COVID has been harshest on communities which were already vulnerable, and has been harshest on those who are more likely to experience adverse consequences as a result of measures implemented to contain the pandemic. This is not only unfair, it is preventable by ensuring that all people are able to access quality health services when and where they need them. With this in mind, we will now show you a presentation of the history and people of Exponents, our past, present, and future, told by our partners and our community members.
In the 80s, we were just beginning to take the Band-Aid off of mass incarceration. The so-called crack epidemic was one where the user was criminalized. Exponents was born in that time, and we were charged through an earlier federal grant to provide interventions and life-transforming strategies to people that were using drugs, as well as being diagnosed with HIV and living with HIV/AIDS.
When we started to see that the harm reduction approach was capturing people, bringing them in so they could learn how to stay healthy, they could learn how to prevent the relapse, they could learn how to build self-esteem, all these things that would lead a person towards a better life. But being the fact that we just didn't require people to be clean or sober, we were looked at as Exponents was encouraging drug use.
The prospect of recovery, which really wasn't even a word used back then, was non-existent.
I was rejected because I was talking about harm reduction. I couldn't even make presentations about our work.
Harm reduction is a basic approach to substance use disorder. It's really a set of strategies that are designed to reduce the harm that drugs do to individuals.
We've come a long way, a very long way, to where, as I said, I couldn't even make presentations and talk about harm reduction, to where today the federal government under the Biden administration set aside a budget of $30 million for harm reduction.
We don't require abstinence in order to get our services. That we engage people in a collaborative, empathic relationship.
Yeah, I went to one of the Exponents Arrive graduation ceremonies before COVID, and it was really incredibly uplifting.
What brought me here was I wanted to learn more about HIV and AIDS because my niece was born with it.
You know, their events are probably our favorite events as a company that we like to attend to. And probably the reason why is because they're such real people.
And I first came here on a dare and to see how far I can go. And I'm still going on this journey.
My brother got caught up in drug use, but he was really determined to find his own way forward through this. And he found Exponents.
It taught me a lot. Like, I came here to get myself together, and the self-respect and the dignity that I received from this place, and the professionalism, because it matters how people talk to you. It kept me coming back.
I literally was engaged in Exponents as a participant way back in 1993. And so firsthand, I was able to get a sense of who the people here were, why they did what they did, and why it meant so much to them. And even then, I knew that I wanted to work in a place that had those types of values.
It's been my pleasure working on the Exponents board because it is truly an organization that provides life-saving work.
I really believe in not only the work that we do, but the modality in which we do it. Every person who walks through the doors, we realize that that's someone's sister, mother, husband, and they're treated with the respect and compassion that any of us would want our family members to be treated with when undertaking such a overwhelming journey.
I guess you can say my team and I handle the back office so that the program team can deliver the best services possible.
When I took the Arrive training program and I stayed on as a peer, and I wanted to do as much as I could do and help somebody in the way that I was helped, and just be there and educate and reach people who may not have the ability to have the education that I had here at Exponents.
I just wanted someone to understand what I was going through, and those people were right here at Exponents, and they embraced me and took me under their wing, and they showed me how to live life again.
It was about a year ago. We're talking like sometime in March, when things, as they say, when things got real.
How are we going to support our participants? What are we going to do? But I have to say, from the executive staff on down, we all came together and there was a well thought out plan. We were going to go home and we were going to make sure that we had everything we needed.
I didn't know that I was going to be able to assist people from my couch. They were grateful. They were so grateful for the phone calls. They were calling me. I was calling them. They were on Zoom. We were on Zoom back and forth.
We found ourselves having to shut down for a while. But right away, we stood up remote counseling services, telehealth services to communicate with our participants. We also established telephone support networks. We had a 24-hour hotline with our agency. So if people were feeling that they were in trouble, they could call and they would be connected with a counselor right away.
Exponents rose to the challenge of providing community service during a pandemic, and so that some of the most vulnerable New Yorkers could get the help that they needed.
I was really glad, like she said, that we still had Zoom meetings and support groups, because I think if we didn't have them support groups, I don't know what I would say. It probably went crazy in my house.
For my departments, we had to figure out how we were going to continue to do all that we do without being in the office and having easy access to one another.
It was surprising, but not really surprising to me, how the staff just pulled everything together, how we made that transition effortlessly, smoothly. I don't think we missed more than a day of services for clients.
Because Exponents is built on community. It's built on hugs. It's built on passing through the hallways, communal meals. So all of that was turned on its head. And we had to double down on our engagement of our participants. So we're looking forward. I have this cautious optimism It's a sunny day out now. I think it's going to be more sunny days. The weather will get a bit warmer, and there'll be a time when we can get back together in the Exponents community.
Our approach has been extraordinary in the ability to engage. They continue to come 30 years later. But I see that we're going to continue to offer our services, to offer our educational courses, teaching people how to self-manage, take care of themselves, and to do that in a way that does not judge.
During 2021, Exponents has a unique opportunity to leave an indelible footprint in the healthcare industry because we have a model that is not practiced by as many as should be.
You know, I've had conversations with agencies around the country that are looking for harm reduction recovery coach training, other trainings that we offer. So I believe there will be some advantages to that going forward.
I tell folks that Exponents is New York's best kept secret, and I would like to be a part of changing that. I see us expanding our reach to more people and to be recognized as leaders in the field of behavioral health. I also think that we're in a position right now to offer our client-centered, strength-based approach to others in the field through the professional training component of our organization. We believe our model works, and it's certainly worth replication.
And so moving forward, I think there'll be an increased sense of community. I think that there are some agencies and some funding institutions that we were able to connect with and really share our model of how we got through this, the things that we did to support our staff and our community members, that they take best practices from. And so I think that's going to open us up to a different level of partnerships, to a different level of funding, and just a higher level of enhanced services.
When you ignite people with hope and give them the tools they need to succeed, they can express this in completely different ways than we thought was possible before. And the way that my brother shows up in the world now and the types of perspective that he brings to conversations and his laugh and his confidence just continues to reinforce for me that there must be something good coming out of the Exponents program.
The pandemic gave us that platform to introduce something a lot more quickly and successfully in partnership with the government and agencies to get it out there. And it seems like those are going to be a really good offering to continue with and even expand going forward, so that the reach of Exponents can be beyond just the physical presence of the building.
There have always been people who wanted to come in and access services but couldn't, right? Childcare, health issues, mental health issues, transportation. Now we can bring the services to them, and people who want to access treatment, can access recovery support.
From our first day, Howie and I came in with the basic assumption that people do their best and they want the best for themselves. And I think that has carried us, and I think that will carry us. It's carried us through 9/11. It's carried us through recessions. It's carried us through COVID-19. It's carried us through this overdose crisis. It's carried us through mass incarceration, because we not only believe in what we do, but we work at what we do as well. And you have made that possible. So I just can't thank you enough for your love and for your support.
I'd like to say to the folks out there that I have good news and I have bad news. The good news is that Exponents has all the money that it needs to address all of the problems that confront them. But the bad news is that the money is still in your pocket. So please give to Exponents to help us address the life-saving work that we do to help the most vulnerable in New York. Thank you.
Wow, that was great. Or as my 23-year-old daughter would say, that was dope. I want to extend a big thank you to everyone who shared their heartfelt, wonderful messages about the agency. And like Roy said, give, give, give. You can make your donation online through the donate button at the top of the landing page, or you can text Exponents to 56651 and follow the prompts to make your donation. If you missed that, it's okay. I'll probably say it another half dozen times tonight. At this time, we would like to give thanks to our Hero of Health headliner sponsor, the Judith Lowe Kiera Charitable Fund. Judith Kiera played an instrumental role as Exponent's first board chair. She helped steer the agency through its early growth and development until her passing in 2010. Her commitment to enhancing the lives of individuals living with HIV/AIDS continues to the present day with her legacy of giving through the Judith Lowe Kiera Charitable Fund. And the Exponents family remains forever grateful for her enduring support. And now we would also like to take a moment to share a message from our event sponsor, Matthias in New York City.
Regina, on behalf of Matthyson, we're your proud sponsor. I really appreciate that you guys are having a virtual event this year. I know this pandemic's been tough, but I'm just happy to say that we value the relationship and we're proud to sponsor Exponents for another $5,000 this year as well. Looking forward to many more events, hopefully in person at the Boathouse next year.
And a big thank you to our event sponsor, Matthias in New York City. And remember to give. Once again, you can make your donation online through the donate button, or you can text Exponents to 56651 and follow the prompts to make your donation. At this time, we would like to acknowledge our honorees. We are thrilled to present the Visionary Award and the Innovative Leadership Award to two individuals whose extraordinary work and dedication to social justice and equity for all New Yorkers are the embodiment of Exponents' values.
It is amazing how life's trajectory pushes and pulls you into contact with people at one point in your life. And then again, you'll meet the same person years later at another point in your life. Sort of drilling home the point that there are no coincidences, only God acting anonymously. So when the committee looked at the tumultuous year that we've just had, and those folks that were focused on getting the truth out about who we were as a society, and using the media as a platform for human betterment, there was no debate that our award recipient would be standing on this virtual stage, Mr. Kai Wright. Kai is one of the most dynamic, fearless voices of shining the light of truth into the dark places of this society. Those dark places such as systemic racism, income inequality, health inequity, and especially the new Jim Crow of voter suppression. Kai is our hero, and we are made better by his unyielding work. So we are very pleased to present the 2021 Exponents Visionary Award to my friend, Mr. Kai Wright.
I'm Kai Wright. I'm the host of the United States of Anxiety, which is a radio show and podcast from WNYC. What do? We try to help people understand what it takes to live in a plural society. I remember a time when there were very few people doing this work. And frankly, we're a little bit back in that time, it feels like. And so I just remember feeling like if I want to talk about these issues, if I, as a journalist, if I want somebody who's really invested in what is happening with folks' lives and coming from the ground up, somebody who is actually serving people and centering those people in the service, that Exponents is one of the very few people that you could call.
I have just received this wonderful award and honor, just a true honor for the work that I have been doing. When the community that I serve says, hey, you're doing a good job, that is, it's really special. And Exponents and the people that Exponents serves and the community that Exponents builds is very much my community. So thank you so much for taking notice and for inviting me into this space, and keep up the great work. Thanks.
You know, every so often we are blessed by God to walk in the same time and the same space with someone who has received just an extra portion of God's Spirit, an extra portion of God's love and God's compassion. Now, I'm older than she is, so I was blessed to walk with her for the last 5 years. But look, I'm looking forward to walking with her for the next 40 years as well. Saida Dunstan. You know, she has the administrative, intellectual, and leadership acumen to lead one of the largest and oldest community-based organizations in Queens. Yet, with all that, she still finds the humility to roll up her sleeves, come out on a Saturday afternoon, and help her staff give out food through her pantry. She also has that special gift to make you think that you are her best friend. And all this and more has prompted Exponents to hold up Saida Dunstan for the world to see what we have seen. A bold, bodacious, fierce, fly, unapologetically Black thought leader and anti-racist. Now, all this is accented by a queen swag that commands the attention and the respect of those in power. And for this cause, we present the 2021 Exponents Innovative Leadership Award to Saida Dunstan, Executive Director of ElmCorp.
I've known about Exponents for at least about, 10, 11 years. Came to know Exponents through my previous work prior to working at ElmCorp, working at another organization that did AIDS service work. And so with that, I met Exponents and got truly introduced to a truly amazing group of folks, and just the work that they've done for people living with HIV and AIDS, the harm reduction work that they do, and now, knowing even about their recovery center. So I came to know them quite some time ago. They understand that harm reduction is really, as Joe says, a true kind of expression of love. And it comes out in everything that they do. It comes out in the staff when you meet them. And I believe when you meet their participants, it's really clear that what Exponents has is a deep love for the people that they serve. I just want to thank Joe Turner, the CEO of Exponents, the board of directors, the staff, and most importantly, the people, the community that they serve, for acknowledging the work that I've done and the work of ElmCorp, 55 years in running. And I'm just so excited to get this Innovative Leadership Award on this evening, your third annual benefit for the Heroes of Health. What a wonderful theme. And I look forward to many more years of working together with Exponents and that wonderful team. Keep up the good work. And please, everybody, remember, give, because Exponents is worth it. Thank you again, Joe. We love you.
Hello again, and congratulations to our honorees. Thank you, Kai and Saida, for everything you do and all that you are in a world that needs you now more than ever. And like Saida reiterated, give. Once again, you can donate online or you can text Exponents to 56651 and follow the prompts to make your donation. We now have an announcement to make regarding our third honoree of the evening. It was a great personal pleasure for me to present the Peer Leadership Award to one of our peer mentors here at Exponents for the exemplary work that she's continued to provide over the years to the Exponents community.
I wanted to definitely give you this.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you.
You're welcome. In recognition of your exemplary leadership as one of Exponents' peers in the occasion of Exponents' third annual benefit, Heroes of Health.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you.
We could not do a good deal of what we do without you. The fact that you come here every day with a smile on your face, you get people to subscribe to this new process that we have is invaluable. You know the people here, they know you, make them feel comfortable. Thank you so much for all that you do for us.
Thank you.
And I'm going to give you a really, really big hug on the other side of COVID-19. But for right now,
yeah, I appreciate this. See, this is what makes you keep coming back to Exponents and enjoy being here, because they show you how they feel about you, and they make you feel worth something. So, that's why I really enjoy being here.
Shout out to Cornelia, or Neely as we call her. Congratulations and thank you for the extraordinary contributions that you make to Exponents. At this time, we would like to announce our 5-minute giveaway raffle. If you make a donation or place a bid in the next 5 minutes, you'll automatically be entered into our giveaway raffle for a Heroes of Health gift box. This gift box full of Exponent swag is valued at $100 and will be shipped right to your home. You'll receive a tote bag, a water bottle, face mask, hand sanitizer, keychain, and smartphone key ring. Look at how cute this stuff is. this time, we'd like to take a few moments to remember a special someone who Exponents lost in 2020 and a special giving opportunity coming right up.
Joe, he said, remember the three S's of a good presentation, which is show up, show out, and sit down. So I'm going to follow that advice today. And let me say to the family, blessed family, I mean, it was a blessing to hold them these short years. It was a gift from God, and He asked for them back. But every so often, somebody comes into your life that touches our deepest part in our humility. Shining, gentle warrior who led and walked, and this cat dripped with humility. We loved him, isn't that right? Yes. So if we love him, he lives in our heart. And we hold him high for the world to see the best of Exponents. So this is our task, this is our charge. Now let us go out and make good on it.
I don't have words to really say how I feel right now. I'll never forget April 11, 2001, when I met him. And I thought he was just a cat's meow. I was like, ooh, who is that? You know, this tall brother walking with all these keys in this pocket. He had his bleached jeans on. I thought he was just the most handsome thing ever. Not knowing that for almost 20 years of our lives, we would be attached at the hip. That man could make me laugh. I could have the worst day ever. And he said, you know, Queen, let me tell you something. You know how he used to always point, right? And put his head down. And he would come up with something. And I'm like, but that's not the point. I'm so upset. And he would show me that you have to compartmentalize everything so you can know how to deal with life and deal with life effectively. My oath to this world is his name is going to outlive his life, outlive all of us. They're going to talk about Salam for years to come, for decades to come. And because of that, I'm grateful. So thank you and God bless.
The Exponents family was so incredibly blessed to have Charles in our community. And we are pleased to announce a matching gift challenge of $2,021 made possible through the generosity of LaShawn Shelton, his forever love. That means starting right now, your gift will be matched dollar for dollar. You can make your donation online through the donate button at the top of the page, or you can text Exponents to 56651 and follow the prompts to make your donation. If you haven't donated yet, now is the time. Your gift will go twice as far thanks to LaShawn Shelton. Don't wait to to donate. Click the donate button or text Exponents to 56651. Make your donation go twice as far and help Exponents secure this match and raise $4,042. Thank you, LaShawn, for this match in memory of Charles Edwards. He will never be forgotten here at Exponents. What a wonderful way to honor his memory and to show up for Exponents. Everyone, please do your part and donate. And with that, I'm going to turn it back over to Howard.
Thank you, Don. What a night it's been so far, and we are on our way. Let's continue the momentum. For those of you who may not be familiar, Exponents is compassionately dedicated to serving those impacted by HIV/AIDS, substance abuse, incarceration, and behavioral health challenges. Our mission is to deliver these individuals critical care and services through a client-focused, strength-based approach, which greatly improves health outcomes and, of course, overall wellness in our community for our dear friends, neighbors, and family members. It costs us, to give you an idea, approximately $3,500 to have an individual complete their training and become a certified substance abuse counselor. Our goal tonight is to have 3 brand new counselors become certified. That would be a raise of approximately $10,500. And as you heard by that incredibly generous match of $2,021, that means that if we get to $8,000, we will reach our goal and have 3 brand new counselors certified because of your heroic support. So let's see if we can get there. I ask you to please click the donate button on the top of your screens. So far, ladies and gentlemen, we've got $1,620 raised so far. Who's going to get us to $2,000? I'd love to see a $380 donation. So far, we've got Matthew Burrell with an incredible donation. Kevin Foley, a $600 contribution. Charles Churchill, thank you for your $250 contribution. Anne Marie Foster, $200. We thank you so much as well. Roy Curse, thank you for your amazing contribution of $100. And you could donate from your friend, your family, your company. In memoriam of anyone in your family, you could donate anonymously as well, if you so choose. Samuel Roberts, thank you for your contribution. Froy Perez, thank you for your contribution. We have a few anonymous donors as well. Right now, we're at $1,620. Our goal being, let's get to $8,000 so we can reach our goal of $10,000. As I mentioned, 3 counselors, we got another $100 contribution. Thank you so much as well. Alicia McFarland, thank you for your contribution. That brings us to $1,720. Who's going to be our angels on the shoulders of everyone here? Oh, another $100. Thank you so much, John Coppola. That's going to take us to $2,070. That's a $250 contribution. Alan Weiner, thank you so much for your contribution as well. We're now over $2,000. As I mentioned, we're at 20% of our goal. As I mentioned, if we are able to raise $8,000 with the $2,021 match, we're going to reach our goal and have 3 brand new certified counselors, another $100 contribution. Thank you, Victor Velasquez, for your generosity as well. Every dollar means the world to us right here. To give you a further example, ladies and gentlemen, of what your contributions mean, in addition to the $3,500, we're only $1,400 away from certifying a brand new counselor that each and every one of you will be the sponsor of due to your incredible heroic actions here tonight. A $100 contribution will provide Metro cards for 20 participants to travel to Exponents for life-saving services. So while $100 may or may not change your lives, it can certainly change the lives of 20 individuals whom Exponents supports. A $250 contribution will provide 50 nutritional snack pouches for participants as they exit the agency. Once again, food, nutrition, and education are critical to the long-sustaining success of everyone who exits the Exponents program. Thank you once again, Victor, for the additional $100. We're now zeroing in on $2,800. We're going to hit $3,000 before we know it. Thank you so much, Regina, for your $100 contribution. A $300 contribution paired with a $200, which is a $500 contribution, provides GED preparation classes and materials for 1 participant or recovery coach certification training. To break that down for you, it costs Exponents $750 to certify a recovery coach individual. Every time we raise $750, we are certifying another recovery coach, which in our substance abuse program, this is critical not only for immediate support, but for long-term care as well. In addition, a $500 contribution will provide GED preparation classes and materials and support. For those who have not graduated high school, think about how important having that GED certificate is for the success in obtaining work, employment, and self-sustaining success. And each and every one of you have the opportunity to impact every one of the individuals whom Exponent supports. We're now at $2,870. We'd love to go, and now we're $2,970. Thank you, Samuel Roberts, for your great contribution. We're only $30 away. LaShawn, once again, in addition to the $2,021 match, has donated an additional $250. Thank you so much. Close to $3,000 so far with our $2,021 match. We're now at $5,000. Here for our goal, $1,000 contribution. To give you an idea, I'd love to see 5 of these, which will get us to our goal. $1,000 contribution will provide HIV testing for 100 men and women. Just as we've seen with COVID, testing is critical, and early testing is critical to support, identify the care that these individuals need. $1,000, once again, that's 100 men and women, which your support can help save their lives. Is there anything more impactful or important than that? We've got 2 new donations as well. Yvonne Soto with $100. Samantha Lopez, thank you so much as well with $100. We're now $3,170. The tires are rolling on the road. We're headed towards the finish line. You all have the opportunity to make it happen. I want to thank each and every one of you for your continued support. Please continue to donate. Once again, the donation button, the silent auction featuring the 3 live auction lots as well will be open and extended through tomorrow night. This incredible staff of Joe and the Alec and everyone here at Exponents has worked so hard in securing these incredible items and experience. We'd love to see each and every lot bid on. Think about an opportunity like picking up a gift for Mother's Day while supporting Exponents. That's next month. What a great win-win opportunity that would be. Same with Father's Day happening in just 2 months. Joe's thrilled. He wants to see someone get him a gift as well over there. That's in June, just 2 months away. We ask for you to please place your bids tonight, tomorrow. We're extending the auction and the donation open till 8 o'clock tomorrow. We'd love to see $8,000 to $10,000 raids in the pledge and every single one of those great auction lots that you could bid on. We've all had pent up demand to travel and go. And in that auction, you have once in a lifetime trips and excursions that you'll never see, starting, as you know, at just a fraction of their value. My name, once again, is Howard Schwartz. It's been an honor to serve as your auctioneer, and let's get there together. Thank you so much.
Once again, thank you, Howard, for your incredible contributions for us tonight. This concludes our presentation, ladies and gentlemen. Again, thank you so much for attending, for participating, and most importantly, for continuing the integral, important, timely work that we do here at Exponents. We thank you for joining us tonight. Again, the auction closes tomorrow night at 8 p.m., so you still have time. So keep on bidding and remember to donate. Click the donate button at the top of the page or text Exponents to 56651. And join us for the after party. Check your inbox for the Zoom link. Enjoy and thank you again.